had the nerve to laugh in Yamamoto's face. And you know what that got him? A first class ticket to the afterlife.
Damn!
Yo bro, if there's anything that's been shown time and time again, it's that old men in Japan must be fucking monsters and combat specialists, because this is ridiculous. All old farts in anime are pretty much gods in their universe. You can literally go down a list from Netero to Makara to Whitebeard to Sarutobi to Roshi, and the list can keep on going. Hell, where are my Avatar fans at? Remember when we first saw King Boomy and that nigga shed his fancy ass clothes that he had on? That nigga was 100+ years old and built like Mike Tyson.
I'm the best ever.
That shit don't make no sense. Bro looked like a healthy slave. This old man trope runs deep and it's nothing to scoff at. But today's old fart is going to be Bleach's old fart. Specifically because I just caught up to the newest Bleach episodes and those shits were immaculate. Today we're going to talk about the head captain of the Gotei 13, Yamamoto, and his absolute savagery. This man Genryu Sai may be the Soul Reaper's head captain, but in my eyes, he might as well be the king of hell at this point. I mean, from Jump Street, this man was shown to be a force, as whoever he's ever faced either got physically dominated or just straight up turned to ashes by his Shikai. And that's his Shikai alone. That was displayed almost immediately at the beginning of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, as he got revenge for his lieutenant that was murdered. This nigga right here was so cocky with Chojiro's Bankai that he didn't even peep that he woke up a sleeping giant, a resting demon, a slumbering devil. He was dumb overconfident, and I mean dumb in a literal sense. Homie should have read the room. First of all, any nigga that just slaps away my attack like that with his bare hands is a menace. Bro just played Batman with his shit. Soon as I see something like that, I'm putting up my deuces and I'm disappearing from the scene immediately. Had the nerve to laugh in Yamamoto's face. And you know what that got him? A first class ticket to the afterlife. His whole existence was turned into ashes in mere seconds. You tried to use someone else's Bankai and now every molecule of your body is blended in with the atmosphere. Yamamoto's revenge dishes are best served hot, and you've received the speedy delivery. R.I.P. Bozo. And we gotta talk about the battle between him and Yhwach, obviously. I mean, obviously. Don't let this fluky loss distract you from the fact that this man is a absolute beast. A true monster that can't be tamed. We already knew that he had one of the oldest and more powerful Zanpakuto in existence, but when he activated his Bankai, I was befuddled. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah, I was shooketh. I don't think that's a word either. Forget it though. This man basically had not one, not two, not three, but 4 Bankai in one. Not actually, but actually, if you know what I mean. Zanka no Tachi has 4 separate abilities. East, which sucks up everything, pause, but I'm referring to the flames, and it sucks so well that nothing in his vicinity can get wet, pause again. Nah, let me stop. But the atmosphere becomes so dry that even Hitsugaya can't use his ice abilities properly. The air becomes so humid that any water source in the area will actually start to slowly dry up, which is ridiculous. But with the edge of his sword, Yamamoto can literally obliterate everything in his path. Then there's Zanka no Tachi West, where he pretty much cloaks himself in flames that gets as hot as 15 million degrees. 15 million? Do you know how hot that is? He basically turned himself into a mobile sun, literally stepping and melting holes in the grounds due to his intensity of his heat. Any regular nigga is 9 times out of 10 gonna turn to ash just being in his presence. But that's not all he had in his bag of tricks. Followed up by my personal favorite, Zanka no Tachi South, where this man just outright summoned all of his dead ops. Every op that he's ever smoked in his lifetime. Everyone who he's ever turned to ash just got called from the grave. No Call of the Haunted. Shout out to my Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there. Like a horde of zombies. I didn't even think something like this would be possible with his Zanpakuto, but it is. And they supposedly don't stop whooping your ass until you're reduced to nothing, which is wild in and of itself. And then finally we have Zanka no Tachi North, which I like to think of it as its own version of Getsuga Tensho, but on super steroids. All of those powerful abilities, and yet he still ended up getting tricked out of his position and tricked out of his victory. And this isn't the first time someone powerful had to make contingency plans for Yamamoto, which says a lot about his overall ability. It's not wise to take this man on fair and square. You gotta sideline and punch him in his shit when you're not looking. A good example of what I'm talking about was displayed during Aizen's arc. Aizen had created Wonder Weiss for the sole purpose of negating and absorbing Yamamoto's flames. He actually outright stated it himself that he couldn't meet Yama with the one-ons. He'd have caught a bad case of the beats. so he attempted to have his destructive power sealed instead. And this is Aizen we're talking about, the man who dealt with everybody, pretty much. Too bad for Wonder Whites though. Old man Yama is a powerhouse regardless of whether he can use his flames or not. He was blocking all of his punches like, yes, you have power, but your strategy could use some work. Then ripped 2 of his limbs off and hit bro with a blow so mighty that he shattered like a glass vase. Then he was forced to tank his power after Wonder Whites exploded. That was the only reason he got took out of the game. Because of his own power, his own flames. That's why I'm jacking that he was the strongest up until his death. No one alive could face my man straight up without fear of being turned to dust. The average Soul Reaper couldn't even be in his presence without being mindfucked by his spiritual pressure alone. This man was a GOAT. In the comment section down below, let me know who you would like me to talk about next from Bleach. Maybe everyone's favorite demon Kenpachi, or possibly the mastermind Aizen, or maybe even my personal favorite captain, Mayuri. I don't know, but make sure to subscribe. I'm out.